Good morning, kindergarten. The date is Thursday, April 2nd, 2020. And this is your guided reading class. Our letter of the week that we worked on earlier was the letter X. And I'm showing you what your alphabet card looks like, the ones that we do all the actions to. And so today we'll be practicing that letter X sound. So I'll put that up here in the corner so you can still see it on the board. And of course I have to play for you my xylophone because I can't help myself. Has anyone found a xylophone at home that they can use and play? I hope so. These are pretty common, especially if you live in a house with younger kids than you. A lot of baby toys have xylophones as part of them. We have an alligator toy at our house. It looks like a big body of an alligator, but it has a xylophone down the middle, and it was a baby toy for Stella when she was little. So I have a xylophone even at my house. So just wondering if you have one. If you do, get it out, like I said, and play on that thing this week, okay? I'll put it next to Scotty, but I hope he doesn't play it. All right. Letter X makes the x, x, x sound. If I were to put that inside my sound bars, it would sound like a K and an S. That's the sound that the X makes. X, x, x. Say it with me, friends. X, x, x. Good. The action that we do with this letter is we cross our arms in front of us like this. So I want you to cross your arms. We're going to say that sound 3 times. X makes the sound x, x, X-ray. Again. X makes the sound x, x, X-ray. Good job. Let's move on to our other letters. So you're going to want to make sure you're standing up. You have room to move. I want to hear you saying each card with me. And I want to see you doing the actions, just like if you were on the rug at circle time. Okay? Here we go. X makes the sound x, x, X-ray. C makes the sound k, k, cat. Meow. That's right. V makes the sound v, v, violin. L makes the sound lion. Get out those claws. J makes the sound j, j, jam. W makes the sound w, w, watch. B makes the sound b, b, baby. H makes the sound h, h, house. O makes the sound ah, ah, octopus. That's the short sound. It's a vowel, has 2 sounds, doesn't it? Here's the long sound of O. O makes the sound O, O, overalls. Let me hear you and see you moving. K makes the sound k, k, key. G makes the sound g, g, goat. There's the hard sound of G. Now let's do the soft sound. G makes the sound j, j, giraffe. R makes the sound r, r, rabbit. D makes the sound d, d, duck. F makes the sound f, f, feather. P makes the sound p, p, pizza. This is the short sound. It's a vowel. A. Let me hear you. A makes the sound apple. Did you see my jaw or my chin? Watch again. Apple. When you make that short sound for A, your chin should go down. Long sound. A makes the sound apron. Soft sound of C. C makes the sound s, s, celery. T makes the sound t, t, television. M makes the sound mittens. S makes the sound s, s, skunk. Psst, N makes the sound nest. I makes the sound iguana. That's the short sound. Long sound says its own name. I makes the sound ice cream. U makes the sound umbrella. That's the short sound. Do it with me again, friends. U makes the sound umbrella. Long sound says its own name. U makes the sound unicorn. E makes the sound elephant. That's another vowel, short sound. Watch my mouth. Do you see how the corners of my mouth pull back? Pull back. Elephant. Long sound says its own name. E makes the sound eagle. Q makes the sound quilt. And again, friends, our letter of the week, letter X. X makes the sound X-ray. Good job. Put that right there. Let's also review, friends. Turn this around here. Let's also review our letter X poster. Remember Roxy Fox? That's right. Let's review our X words. Say X-ray, box, mixer, axe, 6, exit. That's right. Now, each one of those words has an X in it. Sometimes the X is at the beginning of the word. Sometimes the X is in the middle of the word. Sometimes I hear the X at the end of a word. I'm going to say the word, and I want you to say beginning, middle, or end for where you hear the X. Ready? X-ray. Beginning, right. Box. Ending, good. I hear the X at the end. Mixer. Yes, it's in the middle, isn't it? Axe. Now, if you notice, if someone's looking really closely, you'll notice axe is in the middle. But listen to the sound. Axe. It sounds like the X is at the end, doesn't it? That's because that E is silent. 6. Beginning, middle, or end? End, yes. Exit. In the middle. Good. Good job, friends. All right, let's come back down to our cards. We're still getting warmed up. We're not quite ready to get our things out yet. I have some cards. Remember the cards that we use to do our sounds? Sometimes I do beginning sounds. Sometimes I lay it in the ending sounds. Sometimes I put a vowel in that middle, and we make a word, don't we? All right, get yourselves ready to read some letter cards and maybe even make a word. You ready? Here we go. X. T. K. What word does that make, friends? Kit. Let's stretchy snake it. K. It. Kit. Good. Let's keep going. B. How about this? What word? Bat. Good. Now what word? But. I like ice cream, but it is very cold. Now what word? Bet. I bet I can race you to the telephone pole. Now what word? Good. Bit. I would like just a little bit of spaghetti. Good job, friends. Let's keep going. G. L. N. D. What word did we make? Stretchy snake it. N. Odd. Nod. The magic rhyme is odd, odd, odd. When you get sleepy, you nod your head. S. Y. J. V. Let me hear you, friends. I want to hear you. Qu. Z. R. Does this make a word? Yes, Rod. Good. How about this? Rid? Yes, I want to get rid of the spiders in my basement. How about if I add an E? Red. Good. How about if I add the vowel U? Go wah wah. Rud is not a word, is it? How about this vowel A? What does that spell? Stretchy snake it with me. R-ad. Rad. This would be considered kind of a slang word, it would be called. It's if you think something is very cool. I think Elijah is really rad. I'm saying I think Elijah is really cool. And I think you're cool, Elijah. All right, let's keep moving on. W. We're done. Good job, friends. Let's move on to our reading. The supplies you will need today is your reading strategies paper. It's in your blue folder. And the book, Ken's Lap. Take a moment, friends, since I haven't showed you your supplies yet. Take a moment and make sure you have your reading strategies paper and your blue book, Ken's Lap. I'll give you a few moments to get your supplies together. All right, hopefully you have those supplies. If not, follow along with me. Let's take a look at our reading strategies paper. The very top, read it with me. Be a word detective. When you come to a word you can't figure out, use your strategies. That's right, friends. We've been learning these all year. The very first strategy you should use when you come to a word you can't figure out is eagle eye. Tell me what eagle eye tells us to do. Look at the picture first. If that doesn't help us, let's move on to Lips the fish. What does Lips the fish tell us to do? Yes, say the first sound. If we still can't figure it out, let's move on and use our stretchy snake strategy. Stretchy snake tells us to stretch it out. Then we could also use chunky monkey. Look for chunks. Chunks like TH, th, CH, ch, SH, sh are great chunks. Look at, I see a chunk at the beginning of chunky monkey. Do you see that CH right there? Sure, that helps me out, doesn't it? I have three more I could use. Flippy Dolphin says flip the vowel sound. Maybe I'm using the short sound of the A, Maybe I should flip it to the long sound of A, and see if that helps me. Skippy Frog tells me to skip over the word. If there's a word you don't know, maybe skip over it and keep going. And maybe that will help you figure out what it is by reading the whole sentence. Tryin' Lion, try a word that makes sense. And friends, these are the things you can ask yourself as you're coming to that word you don't know. The first question is, ask yourself, does it make sense, the word that you're trying? Does it sound right? Does it look right? Be asking yourself those questions. Does it make sense? Does it sound right? Does it look right? Remember, we've been using these reading strategies all year. There's eagle eye. Say 'em with me. Eagle eye. Look at the picture. Lips the fish. Say the first sound. Stretchy snake. Stretch it out. Chunky monkey. Look for chunks, you know. Ooh. Skippy Frog is hiding behind my feathers. Skippy Frog. Read to the end and come back. Flippy Dolphin. Flip the vowel sound. Tryin' Lion. Try a word that makes sense. Very good. All right. Now, friends, we can put our reading strategy paper off to the side, and let's take out our book, Ken's Lap. Ken's Lap. Do you have it out? Good. I want us to pay attention to this apostrophe, this little line, apostrophe S. Do you remember what that means? Here's just the name Ken, but they've added an apostrophe S to say Ken's Lap. What does that mean? Tell me, I'm listening. Good job. It means the lap belongs to Ken. Apostrophe S tells me that Ken owns something or something belongs to him. And in this title, Ken's Lap, the lap belongs to Ken. If I said Layla's thumb, I'm saying the thumb belongs to Layla. If I say Juniper's stickers, the stickers belong to Juniper. If I say Lawson and Scotty's xylophone, the xylophone is owned by Lawson and Scott. So the apostrophe S shows ownership. What is this picture on the front of your book today, Ken's Lap? Yes, it looks like a running track with some seats, some stadium seats to sit in. I've never run on a track like that. Have you? Let's open it up, take a little picture walk. Looks like we have some friends. Ooh, look at this little boy here. What happened to his knee? Yikes. Looks like he got hurt. Look at here. Looks like he has a friend and someone's coming to help. Oh. Now what is happening at the end of our story? Yes. Today, our comprehension focus for Ken's Lap is going to be talking about what happens at the beginning of the story, what happens in the middle of the story, and what happens at the end of the story. We call that beginning, middle, end. Say it with me. Beginning, middle, end. That's right. So as we read, friends, I want you to be thinking about what happens at the beginning, what happens at the middle, and what happens at the end, okay? Here we go. Reading fingers out. Let's read it together. Ken's lap. Page 1. Ken ran laps. Ken fell on his leg. He was last. Page 2. Kim is his pal. Kim got help for him. What is a pal, boys and girls? Can you tell me? Good. Yes, a pal is a friend. Page 3. Kim claps her hands. Very good. So let's look back here at page 1 at the beginning of the story. Can you tell me what is happening at the beginning of the story? Tell me, I'm listening. Good. Let's now look at the middle of the story. Can you tell me what's happening in the middle of the story? I'm listening. All right, let's go to the end. Tell me what's happening at the end of the story. Excellent. Good job, friends, working on beginning, middle, and end. I have an assignment for you. I would like you to read all 3 books from this week that we've worked on. Today was Ken's Lap. Please read that again. Ben and His Pig, Vic and Viv. If we put those in order, we read Ben and His Pig on Tuesday. We read Vic and Viv on Wednesday. And today is Thursday. We read Ken's Lap. Find those 3 books in your buddy book bag, is where they should be, and practice reading all of them at least a couple times. Give yourself some practice by yourself, and then practice reading it maybe to someone in your family, a pet, or a mom or a dad, or a brother or a sister. All right, I love you. Have a great day.